I had 4 different majors when I was in school. I started off when I was at Detroit Mercy, I was a criminal justice intelligence analysis major, which was like a 5-year program where I'd get my master's and undergrad and go into the FBI. And then I went to Purdue and I was an unmanned aerial systems major and I was going to go into pro flight. And then I realized that I wanted to have more of a family life and that I wasn't really going to do that. So then I was at education because I wanted to be able to have a positive impact on people and because I was depressed as when I was in high school, right? So then I was like, oh, I want to be somebody who could have been like a good example for me and someone I could have gone to or just like been there, you know? And then I realized that I'd much rather be a counselor than a teacher. So then I was going to go get my master's in counseling and counseling education. And then I was like, oh, let's try streaming full time. And then here we are, sucking absolute balls at Apex. School, honestly, is just such bullshit though. Like if we're gonna be real, like all it is memorization. All you have to do is just memorize whatever they want you to memorize. I'm gonna keep it a buck. My advice to people is to not have backup plans. I think backup plans are so stupid, bro. I understand how like the majority of people will have like a 50-50. Do you though? Because I'm gonna be honest, bro. If someone like commits to something, bro, with like every bit of that person, like who they are, and they commit themselves to something, there's really just very few things that like someone can't do if they like fully commit. Yeah, no, I'm all for multiple streams of income, no doubt. Depends on what your dream is. Yeah, I would say but there's way more things that you can do than you can't. And like if you're having a backup plan, you're planning to fail, like just straight up. Miss me with that energy. I think it 100% has more on like a person's mindset than anything else. I would say for almost every situation, the biggest limiting factor that's stopping people from getting what they want is their mindset. A lot of people just will never get to the point where they'll like get to the mindset in the point where they're like, I'm gonna be successful. I don't care what it takes. When I approach streaming, I approach it from the fact that like I knew that I was gonna do it. Like it wasn't like oh man, I'm gonna work really hard if I can do it and like hopefully I could. No, like I knew that all of this was gonna happen. How do you stop yourself from becoming complacent? Like you have made it to a huge level already, but how are you going to make yourself go even further? I'm gonna be honest, bro. I got complacent. Like at like one point I was averaging like 450 viewers, dude. I was at the top and then I came back from a break that I was taking, and in my head I wasn't complacent, but like if I was gonna be like intellectually honest with myself, like I was averaging like 250 viewers for a while, and a lot of it was because like when I was like doing everything right and like getting to that level, it's because I was in the mindset of like I was going to do whatever it took to like see the success I knew I could achieve. And if that meant like waking up at ridiculous times, like I was gonna do that. And when I was complacent, I was like chilling on like 250 viewers, which I wasn't like happy with, but it was enough to the point where I was just like, oh well, it's fine, like I'll just keep on sleeping in, I'll keep on like getting up whenever I want to, and then like I'll do this, even though like I knew if I literally just got up earlier and I was just changed certain things that I'd be doing better. And it honestly just got to the point where like I realized I was complacent, and my dissatisfaction for my complacency became a bigger, stronger force, and then that became like the mover for me to like get my shit together and start getting back into the mindset that I needed to achieve what I want. And then I like doubled my average viewers in like a week. All of that was streaming. If I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't even the dissatisfaction that I had with streaming and my numbers, it's more so that it was the dissatisfaction I had with my life as a whole. And I just felt like I was just fed up with not doing what I could. Because like the way that I approach every single day is that it's an opportunity for me to grow and develop as a person, because I have a vision of the person that I'm going to be and become, and I only have so many days on this earth to like get to that person, and I don't want to waste a day. I don't want to waste my time. If you want to see success in anything, you have to be disciplined, because everybody can get motivated and do the right things for a little bit. Like if you're gonna like see success, you're gonna just have to be able to get to the point where you do the right things even when you absolutely don't want to. Like when I woke up this morning, I felt like I got like 5 hours of sleep and I wanted to go back to bed, and I could have, but I wanted to be successful more than I wanted to get sleep. I'm sure everybody's watched that video of the guy talking about like, if you want to be successful, you got to want it more, like you got to want it the same you want to breathe. That is like real. If you don't want it with like every part of who you are, you're just not gonna get to where you want to be. There is more than enough like success in the world that anybody can reach out and take it. It's just in order to reach out and take it, it requires way more work than the average person would want to put in, because the sad truth is like people are way too comfortable being comfortable. If you want to be successful, you're gonna have to do things that are gonna make you uncomfortable, and a lot of people just aren't going to be willing to put in like that work because they value their comfort over the success that they want to have. People are lazy inherently. I think so. People like see my stream now and they'll just be like, wow, that's dope, like I want to do that, like I want to do what he does. But like I guarantee you 99% of the people that look at me now and want to be doing what I'm doing would want absolutely nothing to do with what it took for me to get here. They would want absolutely nothing to do with everything that it's taken and everything that I've given up. Every South African streamer is not famous. Only South Africans support them. For you guys get all around the world. You see, mate, that's not. That's not true, bro. I'm gonna hard disagree with you on that one, bro. And I think you're doing yourself an incredible disservice. You really want to like walk around having the mindset that you're not going to be successful because of where you're from? Because regardless of whether like that's a valid statement or not, if you're walking around believing that, of course you're not going to be successful. You're telling yourself every day you're not. Are you at a disadvantage being from South Africa? Possibly, potentially. I don't know how valid that statement is, even of itself. But bro, like if you're like living with that idea and you hold that as something that's going to be true, it's going to be a self-fulfilling prophecy that you're just going to end up where you're telling yourself you will. I'm not saying that you're not at a disadvantage, bro. I'm just saying that the only way that your disadvantages become the thing that prevents you from achieving the success that you want is when you let them. If you just say, I'm going to achieve the success that I want and I don't care what it takes, I'm going to work for it, I'm going to do what it takes, it doesn't matter how many disadvantages are stacked up against you, you're going to be able to figure it out.